And
Hello.
we're back.
Hello.
Again.
We've got a lot of videos for you this month. Are you excited?
I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
Whew, it's like we never left.
I know.
Whoa.
Well, welcome back. We are Self-Possessed.
I'm David.
And I'm Craig. And we have a special reveal video for you today. You have probably seen us both individually picking out those 10 books for our chapter taste test for each other. And today is the big reveal. I inadvertently did walk in on David while he was choosing, but I didn't see anything.
The book that I... What? No. Go. Shut the door. Shut the door. I'm doing the thing.
Okay, I'm sorry. Even though he was not very happy with me, but I didn't see anything. I swear I didn't see anything. So yeah, you've seen the books already. You know what we're picking, but we don't know what the other one is picking for us. So you're going to get our genuine reaction as we reveal our bags of books, 10 books, and we're going to read a chapter of each of these books. Are you ready to read them?
No.
I mean, 10 chapters, like, when you think of 10 books, it feels like a lot.
Yeah. It's also like we live together, and we kind of pass our bookshelf all the time, so you kind of know what's missing and what's not. I mean, there's probably a section which I've never kind of
Looked at,
gone through. So, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think that while 10 books feels daunting, 10 chapters doesn't feel that daunting, and some of the books could have shorter chapters, so it wouldn't feel as as much. Ultimately, you know what I mean?
Okay, so let me ask you this question. Okay, so what was your process in picking out these books for me?
For you, I tried to pick books that I knew were in the genres that you liked, that you would probably enjoy, or that you might pick for yourself, for some of them. For other ones, I tried to choose books that were going to push you a little bit outside of your comfort zone, or books that you may not have picked for yourself, but ones that you may enjoy based on your past reading experiences.
Okay.
What about you?
I did not do that.
Great.
I think I was very selfish in what I chose. I think a lot of them were books that I've read that I want you to read so we can talk about them. And then the other ones were, we bought this about a year and a half ago and someone needs to read them.
It's feeling lonely on the shelf. Someone needs to do it.
I mean, that was really, those were the two things. So selfishness and someone needs to read them because we've had these forever and someone needs to dive in. So,
well, I mean, in the subscriber Q&A video, David basically said that half the books he picks for me for our Surprise TBRs are because he wants me to read them so he can talk to me about them. So I feel like that's what I'm going to get. Is that true?
Either that or I need a book club. So,
yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. Well, what we've done is we've put all of these books in these giant grocery bags. So we're just going to change bags. And do you want to do it one at a time, or do you want to do it?
do like five at
a time?
Yeah.
And then just go back and forth?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Let's do that.
Oh, God. There's your bag of books.
I think, wait.
You bag of bones.
Yours is a lot heavier than mine, so I went.
Oh, that is much lighter.
I went easy on you.
Okay.
Okay, I already have problems, but
he can see the one on the top.
All right, okay. Do you want me to start?
Yeah, go ahead and start.
So I'm. Oh God. Okay, so the first book that is on top is Louise Miller's The City Baker's Guide to Country Living. Super cozy. Okay, it's Gilmore Girls. That's the blurb on there.
I mean, that's why you can tell why I chose it.
I do like that show quite a bit. But I don't necessarily think I'm a cozy reader. I'm not really a cozy reader. So we'll see. You know what? Maybe
give it a chance. See if it sticks. That's all this is.
It might be my favorite book of the year, maybe. Who knows? I doubt it. But
I love that attitude going into something too.
So yeah, it's cute. There's snow, Christmas trees. So 'tis the season.
'Tis the damn season.
'Tis the damn season. We think alike. Okay, so that's the first one. Already, I always see yes to Hallie Sutton's The Lady Upstairs. I've heard a lot of great things about this book, and it's in the same kind of genre that I love to read. Corruption, blackmailing, horrible men. It's all of my favorite things. So that will probably...
I did a good job.
That'll probably... Yeah, that's going to bump that up. Oh! And not... to piggyback off of that, You Will Know Me by Megan Abbott. I haven't read a Megan Abbott book yet. So this book was on my wish list for a very long time with a turnout as well. So I'm glad you put that on there. I'm excited for that. So I'm ready to dive into Megan Abbott's You Will Know Me. That's excited for that.
I thought you would. I mean, both this one and the last one are books that you purchased for yourself, but you haven't read yet. So
yeah. So that's great. Okay. Perfect. Ooh. Okay. So
I don't like these reactions.
No. This is good. Okay. So this is Roxane Gay's An Untamed State, which I love. I love her work. Hunger really blew my mind in a very great way. This is her first work of
fiction,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's exciting. I do love her work. I don't know what she's like as a fiction writer, but yeah, I'm excited to jump into that. Good job.
Well, you know.
Look at that. Sorry. Okay. How many is that? Is that 4? Okay, one more. Another book that has been on our bookshelf for a long time. Circe's Madeline Miller. Why this book?
Well, I mean, that's typically a genre that I like, but I started this book and really loved it, and I think that you would also love it. I think that the writing, the way the story is told, and it's witchy, but it's also Greek mythology, and it's beautiful. I think you'll love it.
You guys let me know too if you've liked any of these books. Let us know, because that may teeter my decision making for next month.
Well, to be completely fair, the whole idea of this is that you're going to read a chapter and see what you think, and then you're just basing it off one chapter. So, maybe you'll love it.
Tell me, let me know. Okay, so that's the first 5.
Okay.
For me. So why don't you?
Mine?
Yeah.
I did see the first one.
Okay, good.
The first one is The Haunting of Henry Twist by Rebecca F. John, which I have wanted to read for a very long time, and he purchased this for me for my birthday.
I thought it was Christmas.
Christmas? Okay.
Maybe it's for your birthday. I don't know.
I don't know. They're all in December, so who knows. This book is set in 1926 after the First World War, and about a young man whose wife dies, and then a shadowy kind of ghost-like man comes to their door and claims to be his reincarnated wife, and they kind of fall in love with each other. So Simon of Savage Reads mentioned this book a long time ago, and I was like, oh, I want to read it. And then it just sat on my wish list forever. So thank you.
Until now.
Good choice. Number 1, Haunting of Henry Twist. That's funny. Well, there's a theme now. I chose a Madeline Miller book for David, and David chose a Madeline Miller book for me. And again, he bought me this. I've wanted to read this. This is Greek and gay, so you can't go wrong. I've wanted to read this for a long time. So Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. Her first one, I believe.
Is it?
I think. Maybe I'm wrong. But, retelling of the story of Achilles.
She wrote that before this?
Yeah, I think so. Because that was like 2019. This is 2012. 2018, yeah. So nice. That's my number 2 is The Song of Achilles. All right. Number 3, Bad Habits by Amy Gentry, which I wanted to read anyway, so I'm glad that he chose this. If I can get this one done, and if I can get, I got Good Is Gone done, and I get this one, and then eventually I'll get to Last Woman Standing at some point. And then we will have almost completed, because I'm finishing up her Boys for Pele 33 to 3rd book too, so I'll have almost read the entire oeuvre of Amy Gentry, right? So I'm excited to read that. Number 3. All right, number 4. I'm trying not to look in the bag. I'm just pulling out the books.
Told you.
Last Woman Standing. That's funny. That is hilarious. So, yes, now I have 2 Amy Gentry books to try out and see which one I like best. I'm sure, because I loved Good Is Gone, I'm sure that I will like both of these.
Yeah.
All right, my 5th one. Writers and Lovers by Lily King. I have been wanting to read this. He actually told me, after I finished Sweet Bitter, he told me to read this book because he thought I would really like it and that they kind of work together. So I was really interested to read it, and then it kind of sat on my nightstand while I was reading other things, and I didn't put it on my TBR. But now I'm going to try out a chapter and see if I like it. So my number 5 is Writers and Lovers by Lily King. Good choices. These are all books that I definitely wanted to read anyway, so this is great. You're not really pushing me at all. I wanted to read all these. So.
Okay, so hopefully these last 5 will be great.
Who knows?
So, I just saw Bible.
Don't dig through the...
Okay.
Just pull them out.
Lyra Millet. Is that her last name?
Yeah.
Millet? A children's Bible. This is another one that's been on our shelf for quite a long time. What is this?
It is I would say it's like Lord of the Flies mixed with... I don't know how else to describe that.
This reminds me of Dogtooth.
No, it's like a group of rich, privileged children who there's an event that happens that kind of strands them, and they have to kind of sort out their power structure and how they how they. Yeah, the prose is great. I think you'll like the writing style. And the cover's great.
The cover's really good.
Yeah, I think you'll like it. I don't know. We'll see. It might be a little obtuse because it was a little obtuse for me. But it
was?
You tend to like that stuff more than I do. But it was also a finalist for the Pulitzer.
I do. Okay, well this looks familiar too. Piece by Piece by Tori Amos. Really, the first love of Craig's life is Tori Amos. And why did you choose this book?
Well, you know that I've been really trying to get you onto that train, and you've been getting there slowly with the music and all that. And I thought this would be it's a great book to when you're reading about creative process.
Okay.
You know what I mean? To find out what her creative process is and how she writes songs and creates songs. And she wrote it with Ann Powers, who is a great journalist. And so I think that Ann Powers does a lot to rein some of the more weirder elements of Tori in. So
great.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's nice. Okay, I haven't read that, so but I always walk past it.
Yes, you do. You do.
Next one is V.E. Schwab, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, which is another popular book that has also been on our shelf for a very, very long time. Why Addie LaRue?
I think the tone of the book is kind of perfect for this time of year. I think that you would enjoy it. It's about a woman who I think she gets to live forever, but the challenge of that is that no one remembers her, and so she has to kind of go through life with people never really remembering who she is. Okay. So I thought that the story sounded interesting. I thought you might enjoy that.
Okay. All right. I've never read any of her books either.
Yeah, she has a lot of books too, so.
Okie dokie. The next one is Jen Silverman's We Play Ourselves. So these book covers, it's just hitting it out of the park.
It's a good cover, yeah.
I don't remember book covers ever being this outstanding when I was growing up. Okay, so why We Play Ourselves?
It's a little bit about cancel culture. It's a little bit about what you do when you reinvent yourself, and then when you fall into a world that maybe you have no control over or no way to understand. I think it sounded really interesting to me when I bought it, and I thought you would probably like it. It's also about a playwright, so it has a little bit of a theater connection too.
She's also a playwright. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good, very good. Last one, Let's see. Wendy Heard. She's Too Pretty to Burn. When did you buy this?
I think I bought it this past summer, thinking I would like have a lot of time to read some YA stuff before school started, and then it just kind of fell off. I didn't get a chance to.
Inspired by the picture of Dorian Gray, this sexy psychological thriller explores the intersections of love, art, danger, and power. That's another
good cover
too.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a very small kind of book.
Yeah, it's pretty short. I thought you might enjoy it. The chapters are also kind of short, so I don't know if that first chapter is going to be enough to like capture you, but
also a lot. We always talk about like the covers, but the author pictures are really fantastic too.
Yeah, that's a good picture.
All right, Wendy Heard. All right, so those are. I mean, I don't want to say I'm pleasantly surprised, but that's really good mix of books.
Yeah. All right, my last 5. I'm not looking in the bag. I'm just grabbing.
I looked in the bag.
The Return by Rachel Harrison, a book I've wanted to read. I actually have the audiobook for this, so I'll be able to get through that pretty quickly. That's great.
This was also my November TBR.
Yeah, and you liked it, right?
You're gonna find out in our wrap up.
Yeah, good. Rachel Harrison's The Return. I've actually almost bought Cackle, which I might actually end up buying anyway, but depending on how I feel about this, so this is a good choice. All right, number 6. Flowers in the Attic by V.C. Andrews. Weirdly enough, I have read this, but I read it when I was a teenager, not in the last 20 years. So it'd be interesting to reread it again and see if it actually sticks out. So yeah, Flowers in the Attic. His favorite book of all time, probably. So
changed my life.
Yeah. All right, next one. Aww. I wanted to read this. This is Under the Whispering Door by T.J. Klune. Weirdly, I have House in the Cerulean Sea in audio, but I don't have it in physical form. So I've been wanting to read it for a while, but just had never had the chance to. So I'm excited to read this one. I've heard only good things about this. Queer author, queer story?
Yes.
Yes, and you liked it a lot? What's the one word you would use to describe it? Like to tell what is the story about?
2 words, just magically moving.
Okay.
There's a few problems. There's a few problems that I had with it, but I think the ending just like the last 20 pages, it was just, if you have problems with grief or dealing with grief or kind of working with grief, it's kind of a great book it's almost like a primer. There's certain things that I wish I kind of had this type of book growing up, or if I was, having a death of a family member, I was kind of wish, also kind of questions of where do we go after we die. Yeah, but it's just magical.
Well, I have been following TJ Klune for a long time. Really like what he posts on social media. Really like him as a person, it seems. I love that this says, being queer himself, TJ believes that it's important now more than ever to have accurate, positive queer representation in stories. I want to read this anyway, so yeah, good choice. All right, 2 left. 2, yes. Oh, this is heavy. Oh, good. In My Dreams I Hold a Knife by Ashley Winstead, which is the next choice, which I've wanted to read anyway. And I was surprised when it just was on our shelf, and then he read it, and I was like, well, I want to read it. So, thank you.
You're welcome.
Good
You're
choice.
Gonna love that book.
I'm excited too. Last one.
Last one?
Last one. This is just the push I needed. We bought this book over the summer, and it was in one of our book hauls, and it's been like looming and saying, hey, choose me for your TBR. So we'll give a chapter. I think I had the audio somewhere for this too. Or maybe I checked it out from the library. I can't remember. Short chapters, very short chapters. So we'll see. Hunting Wives by May Cobb. Good choice.
It was about time somebody read that book in this house.
I know. Good choices all around. These are great. These are all books I've wanted to read regardless, except for Flowers in the Attic. But I'm really proud of you.
I'm really proud of you.
Those are good choices. Well, here is my stack of 10. Here we go. You can see all 10 of them there. I am actually super stoked to read all of these. If I had the time, And given that it is December and that we'll probably be doing this during Christmas break, and we'll see which one of these makes it onto the TBR for January.
I should try to read all of them. I can't.
Yeah, I mean, like, I would want to read all of these anyway, so there's my 10. Hold up yours. I'll help you here about that.
You just take it. Oh.
There you go.
There we go.
David's 10.
Look at all those.
Lots of books.
Lots of good choices. A few
So-
I have questions about. But
Yeah. Well, it's fine. So the aim and the goal of this really is that we'll read a chapter of each of these. My secret hope is that we'd be able to vlog us reading these chapters and kind of give you our thoughts in the moment in a vlog. So maybe we'll do that. And then we'll see which books kind of stand out the most, and we'll choose those books for our January TBR. So yeah, I think we'll just spend all of December reading these books, reading a chapter of each of these books, plus the books that are on our TBR for December, and then we will pick 2 or 3 of them for our TBR based on the chapter taste test, and then we'll see where we end up. Mm-hmm. I'm excited to do that. I think it'll be fun. I've never really just read a chapter and decided if I liked a book.
Hard for me.
Yeah, I mean, one chapter is a really hard way to base the. It's hard to judge a book based on one chapter, but I think if you are captured by one chapter, then I think you can probably assume that the rest of the book will probably do the same thing for you, hopefully.
Because my instinct is to like that chapter and then just finish it.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm excited to do this. I think this is going to be fun, and I've never seen anybody really do this before, so this will be exciting for both of us, I think. But thank you for coming back for this, and I hope that the surprise and the reveal was just as fun as like watching the videos where we picked for each other. I'm genuinely shocked because I assumed there would be at least 2 or 3 books on there that I would like absolutely 100% not want to read, but I like all of those. I like all those choices. So we'll come back at the end of December to see kind of what we ended up picking for January. This is a great way to kind of end our year, I think. We'll also have our best of the year video at the end of December as well. So we're going to have to go back and look at the top 6 that we picked for the middle of the year in June, and then see if we're reevaluating and make our top 10 list for the year. So come back for that, and we will see you very soon. If you haven't liked the video already, go ahead and like that. Comment below what you think about our choices for each other. Are these books that you would have chosen to read, or how do you feel like we did? But thank you again for coming back. I'm Craig.
And I'm David.
And we are Shelf Possessed, and we hope that you'll come back and join us again, and have a very safe and happy holiday.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.